May I proceed, Chief Justice?
Just so long. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
This is how we would like to proceed this morning. No, before they introduce people that we know they are. We have 3 applications that we would like to hear short arguments on. After we hear those applications, we will adjourn, go to chambers and determine them, then come back in the afternoon, read the rulings on those 3 applications and the others, and then go with the pre-trial conference. So, Honorable AG, if you are going to introduce counsel, you may be tempted to introduce everybody, including those who are not in these applications this morning. That's why I thought that we only introduce those who are in the applications this morning. Then when we come in the afternoon, you again introduce the rest of council. Is that in order?
It is indeed, Madam.
Yes. So the applications we have this morning are the ones by the petitioners in petition number 4 that seek for orders of scrutiny. Then we have the 2 applications filed by the 3rd respondent in petition number 4 also, seeking to strike out some documents. So let's have the quorum for those for counsel appearing in those applications. The other counsel, if you so wish, you can go out and come back at 2. But you are welcome to sit and listen. Thank you.
My Lord Chief Justice, I see the wisdom of your direction. In those circumstances, I think the best way to proceed is that each party will introduce themselves when the application is called out.
Thank you.
My Lords, I wish to make an application before the beginning of the hearing of the applications. I read the team for the IBC. We were served yesterday with the application for scrutiny. And we took a lot of trouble, my lords, and we have an affidavit which is about to be filed. We would like to rely on that affidavit in the course of opposing the application. So perhaps, my lord, as and when that application is reached, we will be making a short application for adjournment to enable us serve the applicant, perhaps peruse the same, and be able to deal with the application when it comes. So perhaps, my lords, in the first instance, you can deal with the first 2, and then we see whether we shall have filed our affidavit by the time you come to the application for scrutiny.
Very well, Mr. Gatonya. We will start with the first 2, but I want you to realize the time constraints that we are faced in. The problem is that we gave clear directions. These applications were supposed to be filed by 12 o'clock yesterday, but they came in late, and we decided to allow all of them. But you see the kind of pressure they are putting us in. So try and see if your affidavit has been filed, and serve it immediately as we go on with these two.
In fact, my Lord, if I may confirm, we haven't been served with a copy of the filed application up to this time. So it is a problem affecting all parties.
So what are you responding to?
We are responding to the soft copy that has been served upon us in the interest of expeditious disposal of the application, my Lord.
Very well.
Yes.
Very well. Let's go on. So who is in this application number? The application is not numbered, but the one seeking, the notice of motion seeking to strike out the internal memos.
Yes.
Can we start with that one?
We could.
In petition number 4.
In petition number 4.
Yes.
May it please you, my Lord Chief Justice, your leadership, my lords.
Just a minute, Mr. Ndubi, you seem to be having...
Yes, my Lord. I am in that particular application. I appear with my learned colleagues, Mr. Waikwa Wanyoike, Mr. Don Dare, Ms. Julie Aulo Soweto, and Eunice Lumalas. Now,
you have no seat.
I have no seat, but I was hidden somewhere in the corner there.
Yes.
But in the scheme of things, we were kind of ambushed also in the morning to be asked to come for the applications. Ms. Aulo is the one arguing the application for scrutiny and also responding to the application for striking out. She has the documents we need to rely on, and she's on her way. She tells me she's up somewhere around the City Hall. I think there is some difficulty with security out here to get in. It's quite difficult. So perhaps, my Lord, if we could take a 10-15-minute adjournment, we should put our house in order and then be able to proceed quickly with those two applications.
My Lord, may I help? My Lord indicated there are two applications for striking out.
Yes.
We have identified the first one. Could you be so kind as to tell us the second one so that we see whether the difficulty could be overcome by me proceeding to the second one? The second also by the third respondent.
You have two. You had 3 applications.
I have 3.
But we have 2 that we want to hear today.
Yes, my Lord.
The first is the one where you're seeking to expunge some documents from the record, Volume 1, Volume 2 of Njonjo's affidavit, yes, and Billy Atudo's affidavit.
Yes.
That is one.
Yes.
The other one is the application where you are contesting the internal memos.
Very well.
So those are the 2 we're hearing.
Very well.
Yes.
Would counsel be able to respond to the other one?
No, indeed. It is my colleague Julie who has the documents for both, and she's just sent me a text. She's had a slight accident, but she's on her way. And the other difficulty we have, the advocates assisting us with the documentation have been denied entry into the courtroom. There was a misunderstanding, I think, about the names we sent. We sent the names as required by the registrar, but we seem to have 2 sets of names. So some are excluded and they are held outside of the courthouse. So I think, my Lord, there is a need for a few minutes to sort out that administrative issue so that we can have our documents in the courthouse as well as the counsels assisting us.
Okay. We didn't know about that, Mr. Lakewa. I mean, you should have brought that to the registrar.
I have been at his door. Unfortunately, he had left, I think, to prepare for this court appearance.
Okay.
His office is aware. They were supposed to be dealing with it, but apparently they are unable.
Okay.
Yes.
Very well. We will adjourn for a few minutes. 10 minutes, Mr. Ndubi.
Yes.
And to manage time, please cancel Mr. Ngatia and others. We're going to give you 10 minutes each.
Per application.
Per application. 10 minutes each. That's the only way we can manage time.
Thank you.
So we're coming back in 10 minutes. Make sure that you have the council here. Yes, Mr.
Yes, my lord. I wish to seek a clarification for the fourth respondent. My name is Paul Mwangi. I'm here with Professor Ben Sihanya, Mr. Dan Manzo, Nelson Harvey, Wilson Otieno, and Jackson Awele. We were served a soft copy yesterday of an application to strike out the fourth respondent from these proceedings and to expunge the documents that had been filed by the fourth respondent. That is in petition number 4. It is not one of the applications you had called out. We have not been served with any hard copies, so we don't know whether it was filed and whether it is one of the applications that is likely to come up after the break, because if it is not, then our presence might not be necessary.
The position is this, Mr. Mwangi. We have a total of 15 applications that were filed yesterday. We were here close to midnight last night looking at them. Some we are just disposing of under normal procedure on the written submissions that have been filed. Some we will give, these ones we have picked out. We will just hear submissions, brief submissions on. So rest assured that your application will be dealt with along with the others on written submissions.
What's supplied, my lords?
Very well.
My lord, just if I may take half a second from you. Is my understanding correct that all the applications on joinder will not be argued orally, and we should come here to pick the ruling in the afternoon? Is that the,
very well? Very well.
The correct position?
You come here, the applications we are hearing arguments on this morning, together with the others, we will deliver rulings at 2.
We are most obliged.
And then give directions on the hearing of the petitions.
We are most obliged.
Thank you. Very well, we will adjourn for 10-15 minutes. Mr. Ndubi, when we come back, we will not allow you any more time.
Your sense of duty is wanting. You don't know how to promote for it. I have a different approach.